guys, how are you? I hope you're great. Thank you for joining me. Today I want to take just a few minutes and talk to you about the importance of clarifying your priorities. So I talk about this sort of thing a lot because the truth is we can't do it all. You can't do everything you probably want to do for everyone you want to do it for. And that's just the truth. We have a limited amount of time, we have a limited amount of energy and resources, and that's okay. But it makes it really important that we know exactly what we should be focusing on at any given day or season or period in our life. So I want to look at this maybe a different way than you're used to thinking about it. The first step is getting alone with yourself, getting alone with God, getting alone with the important people in your life, and figuring out, okay, what is my main priority? Or how do I prioritize the main priorities in my life? So that might be, physical health. That might be that you and your husband want to start going to counseling. That might be that you really want to spend more time with a friend or family member. It might be professionally what your goals look like at work. Whatever it is, you just really need to identify what is the most important thing that I'm working on at this time period. And this is something good to revisit every few months or whatnot, but it's important to really be able to identify. And God wants to help. He wants to be in on this conversation. So I encourage you to have this conversation with Him as well as the important people in your life, your spouse or your closest friends, whatever that looks like. Process it with someone and come to a conclusion. What are my priorities in this time? And then the next step is identifying what you're going to need to lay down to reach that goal and what you're going to need to pick up to reach that goal. Because again, anytime you say yes to something, yes, this is my priority, yes, this is my goal, at the same exact time, you're saying no to other things, probably other really good things in your life. And that's okay. But if you're not aware of what you're going to have to say no to say yes to that priority, then you're probably going to get off track. I mean, how many of you have had a goal or you really felt a nudge? Hey, I really want to start working out more. I really want to work on this area of my life. I really want to read these books. Whatever it is, and then days, weeks, months pass, and you don't even think about it anymore until it comes back to mind and you're like, oh yeah, I was going to be so intentional about spending more time with that neighbor or doing this with my little one or whatever it was. So that's how life happens, right? It happens fast and it's like all coming at us at once. There are so many things vying for your attention and affection in the world that it's crucial we figure out what's my priority at this time, and then what am I going to have to lay down towards that aim? What am I going to have to say no to? What are you going to have to say no to protect your time and energy so that you can say yes to that priority? And what are you going to have to pick up towards that aim? If, your goal is spending more time doing something specific with one of your kids or a friend, or if your goal is working on a specific project at work, you're going to have to do certain things to make that happen. And it sounds, I guess, maybe like to over communicate with yourself to really identify what is my priority, what do I have to lay down to get there, what do I have to pick up to get there. But it can be so helpful because then if we just identify those things on the front end, it's easier to make choices all along the way so that we actually meet our goal, so that we actually can, make progress towards our priority in that season. So I encourage you to give it a try today. It's good news. It's a really helpful and meaningful practice to identify what you're specifically working on and then how you're going to do that. So I encourage you to do that today. And like I said, I would always invite God into that conversation and see how He leads, and then process it with someone else, spouse, good friend, etc., so that you kind of make sure what you're thinking makes sense. And then you get to stick to it. You get to say with joy, okay, I'm going to have to keep saying no to all these requests or all these other good things that I want to do, because right now, my most important yes is for this priority. And the more you do that, the faster you're going to reach that goal and you're going to reap those benefits. So I encourage you to give it a try today. Find right now, choose a time where you can get alone for a couple of quiet minutes and really start that conversation. What is my main priority in this season? Okay, what am I going to have to lay down? What am I going to have to pick up? How am I going to do that? And then let me know how it goes. Leave any questions or comments below. If this was helpful, like, share, subscribe. And I wish you, in this fall season where everything is changing, just a new season of thinking about what the priority is, what God's leading you to right now, and that you would just get a running start with just beautiful momentum towards that aim. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.